Have you ever just wished that life came with a roadmap? Like a real guide for navigating all the twists and turns, from our crazy, energetic youth all the way to our more reflective later years. Well, today, we're going to explore some timeless wisdom that offers just that, a clear, stage-by-stage guide for the journey. Okay, let's dive right in.
So, our journey starts with this really powerful idea. Life isn't just one long, continuous race. Nope. It's a series of distinct stages. From our 20s to our 90s, every decade has its own unique purpose, its own flavor, all building towards a life that feels truly fulfilling. And this explainer, it breaks down that very process.
All right, so let's start where it all begins, the early years. They're defined by this raw, powerful energy, right? But the real question is, how do we channel all that vigor into a solid foundation for the rest of our lives?
Now, what's so interesting here is how this wisdom breaks down our youth. It sees our 20s as being all about that pure, vibrant energy, that youthful vitality we all know so well. But then, the 30s, that's different. That's when we're supposed to take all that raw energy and really shape it into something with substance, with character, or, as the source puts it so beautifully, with flavor. So, what's the engine that powers us through these formative years? Well, it's not about being the smartest person in the room. The source is crystal clear on this. The true engine is diligence. It's this idea that substance is built through action, not just thinking about it. It's about having the discipline to get started while other people are still relaxing, to put in the work when everyone else is asleep. This isn't just working hard, it's consciously, actively forging your own future. And that engine of diligence, it runs on a very specific kind of fuel, confidence. According to this wisdom, it's that strong will and that unwavering belief in yourself that turns all that hard work into real, tangible success. So you see how it works? Diligence gives you momentum, for sure, but it's confidence that gives you direction. That's the formula for our youth.
Okay, so after all that vibrant, foundational energy of our younger years, the journey moves into a completely new phase. This one's built on a different kind of strength, the quiet power of maturity. This is a stage that's defined less by frantic action and more by a deep, settled clarity and understanding.
And the source uses this absolutely beautiful metaphor to explain it: settling. Just picture a lake that's been all stirred up by a big storm. It's cloudy, it's chaotic. It's only when you let the water rest that the sediment falls and the lake becomes clear again. Our lives are exactly the same. We need those periods of quiet reflection to let the chaos settle, so we can see things with a new clarity and move forward with steady, mature steps.
And as we mature, we develop these two different kinds of knowing. First, you've got intelligence, or G. This is the skill to advance, to achieve, to go out there and, pick things up. But then there's wisdom, or hui. And this is the much harder-earned knowledge of when to retreat, when to let go, when it's time to put things down. Real maturity is finding the balance between both.
Of course, no part of life is lived in a vacuum. Our journey is a shared one, and a huge piece of wisdom is learning how to navigate our relationships with all the people around us.
So, the source gives us this incredibly practical guide, showing how our communication really needs to adapt. The core idea here is that a real connection means shifting our approach depending on the relationship. It's about offering dignity to our elders, earning trust with our colleagues, giving direct care to the young, and saving a special kind of gentleness for our family. It's really wisdom in action.
And that brings us to maybe one of the most profound points in the entire text. It is so simple, but wow, is it powerful. In our family life, winning an argument is never, ever as important as showing love. The goal at home isn't to be right, it's to create harmony and affection.
This next idea speaks to the incredible power of our social circle. The people we choose to walk with have a massive impact on who we become. As the saying goes, if you walk with a phoenix, you'll become a fine bird yourself. Surrounding yourself with positive, excellent people isn't just a nice thing to do, it's totally transformative. So, we've built a foundation in our youth, we've gained some wisdom and maturity, and we've learned how to connect with others. But what's the ultimate destination on this roadmap? Well, it's all about finding true fulfillment.
This is the big question, isn't it? We all chase it, but what exactly is it? Before we move on, just take a second and think about it. What's your answer to that?
Here's the answer we get from our source: happiness.
It's not a number in your bank account, and it's not a collection of things. It's an internal state. It is a feeling, deep in your heart, that's born from contentment. It's that simple, profound peace that comes from knowing what is truly enough.
So how do we find that feeling? By focusing right here, right now. The past is gone, it's just a memory. The future isn't here yet. The only place we can actually live and find joy is in this present moment. Doing the present well, that right there is the path. So, let's wrap it all up with these 3 essential keys to inner peace. First, you have to let go of the past so you can actually move forward. Second, make an effort to see the world with kindness and warmth. And finally, and this is a big one, remember this crucial shift. Happiness isn't about getting more, it's about wanting less.
And that brings us to the end of our roadmap. Look, this isn't just some ancient philosophy, it's a practical guide. So the last question, it's for you. Whether you're in your 20s or your 80s looking at your own life, right now, what's the one piece of wisdom from this whole journey that you'll carry forward?